Welcome to this video, 100 tips and tricks in ABAP, ABAP tip 62. So in this video I would like to show and explain to you how you can increase the security within the table maintenance view. So here right now on the left hand side I'm logged in the SAP system with the user Andreas G, and on the right hand side I'm logged in with the SAP user Andreas_test. And here right now I have opened up the transaction SM30, and by this transaction you can basically display the content of a table via the maintenance view, or you can maintain the entries directly in here. I have also created a transaction for this maintenance view. If you would like to get to know more how you can set up a table, a maintenance view, and a transaction to this maintenance view, I will link the corresponding video I have already published. But basically, if we have a closer look on the user setting for Andreas_test, so in the SU01 transaction, go to roles. Here, just one role is currently assigned to this user, and if we go into the role specification, the PFCG transaction, and the authorizations, here display authorization data. Then here we can see that a couple of authorizations are already granted to this user. And what you can do to increase the security for the maintenance user. The first one is that you can authorize the transaction itself with the authorization object S_T code for the transaction SM30. So if you would allow accessing and executing this transaction or not at all. And then furthermore, here with the authorization object S_TABU_NAM, you can authorize whether you would like to authorize changing or displaying the maintenance view in the transaction SM30. Or what you also can do is, if we open up, for example, the ABAP dictionary within the transaction SE11 and open up the maintenance view and the utilities and table maintenance generator, here you could also enter an authorization group, here in this case set FOR, and this authorization group can also be granted via S_TABU_DIS, also for display or changing rights. So generally speaking, you can also link multiple tables to an authorization group, and if you grant the authorization group, then all of the tables are allowed to be maintained in the SM30 transactions. But here you have explicitly set these up, and you don't have to authorize both of these authorization objects, so one is perfectly fine depending on your approach. If you would like to get to know more information about these two approaches explained right now, then I will link the corresponding video where step by step in detail I will show you how you can set this up and how it's been done directly in the SAP system. And the third approach you can do besides these two approaches is to put an authority check directly into the coding of the maintenance view. And therefore we first of all go once again into the ABAP dictionary, so the transaction SE11. What you also can do is you can open up the SE54, then enter the table, go to generated objects, and then click on display, the same as to go to the table maintenance generator. And here you have to specify the function group, because in this function group the screen is included and also the coding that is being executed if you within the SM30 are displaying or calling the maintenance view in edit mode. So therefore, select this, copy this, and then go into the SE80 transaction, so the object navigator, and either here in the drop down select function group Or here I know that it's linked to $TMP package. Here I have also the function group in here. And if we open this up here under screens, here we can now see the screen, so the coding behind the maintenance view. And what we're gonna do is within here we will include an authority check for a custom authorization object. And so therefore we go into the SU21 transaction. And down here, I have already created an authorization, an object class and an authorization object. And in this case, really keep it simple with one activity, with the authorization field activity. And if we have a closer look to permitted activities, then I just set it to 02 to keep it simple. Of course, you can adjust this properly according to your needs. And once again, if you would like to get to know more information, have a closer look on the mentioned video. So let's close this. So here you also have to remember the authorization object. And then let's go into the coding, and first of all we're going into the edit mode. Here right now in the PBO process in the event, I will put an additional module and just name it auth-check. Do a pretty printer, save this coding, and then I double click on this module name, and then the system will directly ask me, okay, this is not existing yet, I would like to create a new one. So I click on yes. Here you can adjust the include name, but this suggested one is perfectly fine. Yes, I would like to have this inserted, and here is the coding that will be executed in the module. And here I have already prepared the coding, so I will paste this in. And what does this coding basically do? So first of all, it's making an authority check based on this authorization object for this authorization field and this value. If the user doesn't have the proper authorization, so the return code is not 0, and then a message will be output, and it's going back to the initial screen. So here we're making a syntax check. We will activate this. So now, we will like to activate everything. So now we have included the code basically. And then let's move over to our test user. And the test user has to have this authorization object in his role, because if we open up the view once again, transaction SM30, go to display, then here we can see, okay, no authorization, and exactly the same happens if here this user also clicks on maintain. So we have to adjust the role properly. So therefore here I am going to the transaction PFCG for this created role, and then under authorizations, change authorization data here. For demo purpose, keep it simple. You could also use the profit generator in SU25. And here simply add this created authorization object in here. So here I have it right now. And what is important, I need to authorize the activity. So then let's save this and generate the profile. And for the test user, let's check it right now. So call the SM30, go to display, and now the user has the authorization and can execute this successfully. And yeah, by said this, if you have any questions left, please put them in the comment sections, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel because there are still 38 great videos about ABAP tips and tricks available and upcoming. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.